Today, we have some turtles to talk about. We talking about turtles today.
Oh, it's just a name. I think you're taking it a little bit too literally.
Turtle?
May I help you? Are you a member of the Turtle Club?
Well, not exactly.
Not exactly, but am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
Is he okay?
Last week, I made a whole reaction video about the PoptheBalloon guy, Aaron, aka Turtle Man. And I was watching RingoTV at the end, and he pointed out that this man has a GoFundMe. Now from there, it gets messy. It gets messy. I was going to use that footage that I recorded last week because it was too long for this week, and just to put it out that he has a GoFundMe, that it might be fraud, but so many other things happened in the week. So many other things happened in the week that now I have to come back in a whole other outfit and record some more, because it just doesn't end there. It just doesn't end there. So just a heads up, I'm using secondhand information from not only RingoTV, I have information from RealtalkwithYanie. So let's just get into the video that I made last week and put some bits and pieces in there so we catch up to present day, because this is a mess, y'all. This is a mess. He set up a GoFundMe? Peace and blessings be upon you all. My name is Aaron, aka Weapon X. I recently went viral on several websites, gaining millions of views. Just gotta put that in there, you know. False allegations have been prompted in order for people to make money discrediting me. I was fired from work today due to these videos. Today was honestly the first time I cried in a while. Getting my license in plumbing was the biggest life accomplishment. It took years of hard work, studying, and praying. I also provide free plumbing services to Army veterans, single mothers, single fathers, those with property management issues, and those on disability. Yes, I do have funds for my bills, so anything you donate will be a blessing and used for expenses towards my humanitarian work and also content creating. Possibly, I am indecisive. Thank you for those that perceive me in the positive fashion and have been supporting me. God bless you all. And of course, people are donating because they see him as a public figure now. He got millions of views, as he said. But my thing is, did you say you have a couple thousand in the bank? And then you're setting this GoFundMe up for humanitarian reasons. Boy, it's just not adding up. It's just not adding up. Somebody gave him $333, and his goal is $15,000. Man, oh man. I don't believe this GoFundMe is for his humanitarian efforts. I think it's a way to supply his money back into his account because he lost his job. I think that's what it is. I think it's a reason to take advantage of this whole situation. I think that's what it is. But I guess to each its own. Listen, people are just gonna be rooting for him because the manosphere is big. People are gonna be rooting for him. So I'm watching a video by RingoTvReactions, and he did his little investigation, and that's where I found out like he has a GoFundMe. So I'm gonna just listen to this and react as it goes.
That he guy who said that he could pull 100,000 from the bank.
For real, like that's weird. That's weird that you have all these savings and you want to start a GoFundMe for your fundraising, your humanitarian work. But ma'am, ooh, sir, I don't believe you. I'm sorry, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. All of a sudden, if he would have led with that and the balloon popping and be like, yeah, I do a lot of humanitarian work, I would have believed him. But now you just came off arrogant and and now all of a sudden you do humanitarian. I don't understand. I don't understand where this is coming from.
It's the same guy who said
that's the same guy. Him.
That he can pull 100,000
yep.
from the bank.
He can pull money
while stunting and flexing on a woman.
Yep.
Which was feminine energy, by the way.
I ain't say it. I ain't say it. I didn't say it. Ringo TV said it. Feminine energy coming from this man. That's what I'm saying. But ma'am. Ooh. As soon as he said,
you know, I won't tell you what I identify as.
Question marks went up.
Religion wise.
Because you acting really feminine. Sorry, my mic was not on this whole time. I just hopped on here. With my mic not on. Y'all probably heard the AC in the background and everything. I apologize for that. It's very unprofessional of me. I just got too excited, y'all. Ringo TV said it. I don't even know this man. I just clicked on his video. I don't even know this man. He said it. He said it.
There's no way around that. So the problem that I'm seeing right now that I got to bring awareness to is the fact that he started this GoFundMe, raised over $9 grand, claiming that.
I just realized some shit. His goal was only $1,000. His goal yesterday, 1 day ago, was only $1,000. Oh, no. His goal yesterday was only $1,000. His goal today is $15,000. He raised his goal. It don't go up by itself. You have to raise your goal yourself. Nah, this is a scam, y'all. This is a scam. I'm not surprised. A man with this big ass ego, I'm not surprised. If this is a scam, it just checks all out. His outfit, his attitude, his scamming devices, his mental playground because he like playing with words and like getting people angry and stuff. It just all checks out. I'm not surprised. This is what I mean. This is a red flag, y'all. This is a red flag when that man acts so sassy and so arrogant and so egotistical. It's just a red flag. Just go, bro. Just go. I would say this. A lot of people who are in the manosphere, I would assume that this fella is because he's acting like it. I can only assume, but a lot of people who are in the manosphere just trick off of their followers. Yeah, they just trick off of their followers, and now that he has a big following, he's doing the biggest tricking of them all, asking for donations. Y'all lined him up. Y'all lined him up to be able to do this, and that's the shitty part. That's really the shitty part. Y'all be giving these people a platform and they just be flexing on y'all quickly.
After I asked him to provide receipts to prove that he lost his job, he got mad at me.
And I'm gonna just link this video right below. I'm gonna link both videos right below. Ringo, I need to watch your video because you're the only one talking about this right now. Thank you for bringing it to my attention, baby, because he raised that GoFundMe real quick in the day. Woo! I have some clips that I would like to react to, but they're a little bit mixed up because these videos just been coming out right and left, and I'm gonna just try to summarize it the best I can. So you already heard the information that Ringo TV gave us. So now we're going to go into the 5-hour stream that MTR made with this scammer. This man made a huge mistake. Huge mistake. So, if you haven't seen this, he interviewed this guy for 5 hours long. 5 hours long. This man been sitting in his Tesla for 5 fucking hours. So we gonna go into what Ringo said. We gonna go into my observation. We gonna go into a lot of things. And I hope you enjoy, because this is just complete nonsense. Complete nonsense. We gonna get into it.
Is it true that you put a smartphone in the car and you press the record button and just threw it back in there?
No.
Okay, blatantly. She's just making that up out of thin air.
Yes.
Tournament goes, yes. Now, if you body watch people like I do, you already know what yes means. That means you're saying yes, but what you really mean is no. If you're telling the truth, you would have been yes, but you're telling a lie. So you're saying yes. Listen. This is where he admits it. This is where he admits.
She's making that up. Okay.
Come on. Let's talk about it.
And he's smiling. He's
I'm
smiling.
trying to see how I can answer this. All right. I did. I had a phone.
Treating him like a child.
Man,
look at MTR's facial reactions.
I don't know how to answer this. But no, I didn't put no smartphone. I did have another iPhone that was in her car. I have 2 phones, okay?
Aaron.
No, listen.
Aaron. Childlike. I don't like that. Never held him accountable at all. Because as soon as MTR goes, Aaron, like he's a child. You're talking to this man like he's a child. He's a grown ass 30-year-old turtle.
Turtle.
What? But you're so hard on the women on your channel. But when it comes to the man, you want to talk to him like he's a child, like he could do nothing wrong. Boys being boys. What? Anyway, and what astonishes me is that he knows his background in the streets. He knows what he's been into. If you interview certain people, you gotta change your demeanor a little bit. He does not understand that this is a very poor, shall I say, mediocre interview. This is horrible. This is horrible. He has no information backed up from this dude. He's interviewing him simply because, as Ringo TV says, and as Real Talk with Yanni says, simply because he has an agenda to match. He thought, hey, this man matches my agenda because he got fired due to women, which was never the case at all. Never the case at all. Ringo already laid it on the table. But we're going to proceed.
Listen, let me break it down to you. I had 2 phones. One phone I do plumbing with, right? The other phone is my personal phone. I did leave the phone. I'm trying to answer this without sounding like a creep.
I'm trying to answer this without sounding like a creep. You already sound like a creep, sir. We already know that you're lying because you shouldn't have to alter your words in regards to a question to not sound like a creep.
So I'm trying to choose my words carefully, because they're going to crucify me. So don't think nothing.
Don't think nothing.
But I had another phone, okay? I did plumbing services with this phone. The location was on this phone. Now, I'm in and out of her car all the time. I did know that the location was on the phone. Yeah, I always got location on both of my phones, but that's how I was finding out she was driving around too. Yeah.
So she's not lying. There was a phone in the car that tracked where she was.
That's why I was having a hard time answering this. She's trying to make it seem like I just got up, threw the phone. No, I had my tracker on. I had my GPS on there. And I remember, I remember we had an argument about me leaving the phone in there. Yes. With the GPS tracker on there. She said, yeah. And I lied. Okay, yes. Okay, I lied. I lied to her. I told her I did an airdrop and left the phone in there, but I didn't. I don't even know how to do an airdrop. But honestly, yes, the phone location, my location was on. I know she was cheating on me and stuff, so I did. If it sounds crazy, then fuck it, man. Whatever.
And I appreciate you telling.
Yeah.
I appreciate you telling the truth.
I was in love, man. It sound like a simp, whatever, man. Fuck it. I was in love. That's what happened.
If he wasn't lying, it would not be this hard to get out. There's no way we could answer it without being a creep. What do you mean? His shirt says, my mom.
If you say your mom, you're fired. My mom! Get out! It was worth it!
The only way I can excuse him for this is he said he left his work phone in the car and had a tracker on it. Maybe he was looking for his phone. That's what he could have said. I was looking for my phone. I realized my phone has a tracker on it. And I went to go track my phone and it so happened to be in the car. He could have just said that if he wasn't lying, it would not be that hard to say that without sounding like a creep. But instead, you sound like a creep because you are a creep. You've been doing this for too long, sir. You've been doing this creepy shit for too long, this stalker shit for too long, and this is just another stalker incident. I just realized, he didn't even lie once about the situation. He lied twice. He said no initially. And then he said, I'm trying to see how I could word this without sounding like a creep, and explained it. And then the third time, he goes, yeah, I told her it was an airdrop, but I don't even know how to airdrop. So yes, I was tracking her. He lied twice in this man's face. I just realized that rewatching this video. Twice in this man's face about the same damn thing. And MTR ain't saying nothing.
He must have had the Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct insides that just completely switch unless you have a history of falling hard. Would you say that you fall hard?
I do. That's my problem every time. Like,
and this is what I mean by this is a horrible interview, because he's just putting words in this man's mouth. So when you do an interview, it's supposed to be straightforward questions. It's not supposed to be a conversational piece where you say a statement as if it's a question or as if you're fishing for an answer. So right now he said, she must have had the good insides. I don't know what's up with him and the insides, but anyways, she must have had the good insides, or you must have had a history of falling in love fast. Of course, an opportunist like this turtle would say, yeah, I fall in love fast, you know, because that's an option you gave him. It's not supposed to be a multiple choice question when you're doing an interview. It's supposed to be a open-ended question and they write their own script, not a multiple choice. He basically said, hey, I don't understand how you could get yourself in the situation. It could either be A, she got the good insides, or B, you fall in love quick like a dumbass. Of course, the second answer sounds better because you can get pussy anywhere. So I'm gonna pick answer B. I'm not that. Sorry.
Okay. So just so that we're clear, it's not right to track people without them knowing. Just so me and you are clear.
Yeah.
Also.
Oh man, they about to go crazy with that one.
Again. This man is smiling in this other man's face as he's saying, just so we're clear, it's not right to track other people without them knowing. Again, putting words in this man's mouth. This man was not going to apologize, and he's still not going to apologize. All he's worried about is people going crazy over him being a creep. Of course. That's all he's worried about. He's not worried about the fact that he just lied in this man's face. Not once, but twice.
No man is perfect. We've all done a little bit of shit, right? Like, we've all have our shit. Like, I remember I found out that my chick cheated on me.
And here, mediocre tutorials goes again. No man is perfect. Giving this man excuses. We all have done our grimy shit. You giving him excuses during an interview to try to, 1, save face, 2, make a whole victim thing around this man's story. No, he is not a victim. He is not a victim.
It's no excuse.
There's no excuses. We got it. You got to take accountability.
It's no excuse.
You should not have done that.
How? This is insufferable. He just said there's no excuses while giving this man an excuse. Right after giving this man an excuse, he gives there's no excuses. And then in another video, if I have it, he goes and says, hey, I pressed him about him following people, tracking people. I'm about to cry because this is so insufferable and I'm sick with strep throat and I gotta sit here and explain to y'all how dumb these men are. No self-awareness. It's inherently wrong to go tracking somebody. We're not going to give this man excuses because he was in love. Yeah, Ringo TV pointed out that he's throwing up cash in this damn club, and then he gets kicked out the club, and then yet plays victim again, saying, don't come to this club, I just got kicked out. If you're here, please don't come to this club. Like, I wonder why you got kicked out. You never explained why you got kicked out. Why you got kicked out?
He didn't have the GoFundMe money for his birthday because they froze it, right? But he still got kicked out of the club for assaulting women and pushing people. The owner got so many complaints about the plumber. They don't want him back. He's banned from a club that he only went to once. This is me calling the club. He didn't even get kicked out to the end of the night. It was like 1:45. Okay, and so you guys were able to file a report on him for pushing people? No, because he left. Okay. Yes, I can. Yes, sir. No problem, sir. I know business first. I just wanted to make you aware that AaronSloan was saying that you guys kicked him out because of his popularity, and he said that. Well, he said Rick Ross kicked him out. Then he said we did it. He's been all over the place. Nobody pays that guy no attention. Have you seen him there before? No, he's never been in the club before. Okay, so the woman that said that he shoved her, he did shove her, and that's what got him kicked out, not him having money in the club. No. So there was two things. He took off his shirt, which is a direct violation for anybody. It won't matter who you are. Right. You can't take off his shirt. So yeah, that's what that was about. Okay, but as far as the pushing and shoving, you said he was doing that? That's what we got reports of.
Everywhere this man goes, he is trouble. He's the victim over and over and over again, and he never gets held accountable. And mediocre tutorials is one of the problems because you're giving this man excuses.
Even but more recently, he had an emergency protective order filed against him by another woman who was basically saying this motherfucker's crazy. So she went to the judge and got an emergency protective order.
Okay, and here's the thing. You know, let's have this argument in good faith. What does an emergency see? I didn't know about this. I didn't ask about it. I would have loved to have known beforehand so we can have a conversation about this.
He didn't know about it because when MTR asked if he has a child out there, Tournament goes, well, I don't want to hurt any families, so
I'm gonna say this. If I have a child out there, summon him.
And he didn't want to go any further than that. You know why? Because the baby mama probably does have an order of protection against this dude and does not want the child to be in the presence of him because he is a felon. He is a scammer. He or she already knows what this dude is into. He is weird. And if you continue to watch this video, you'll understand how weird it gets. Because it's not only the felony he already gets served his time for, baby. He's wanted. He's wanted.
Y'all count how many lies. How many lies are we at right now? Let's do the receipts for that. I think it starts right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say this. If I have a child out there, summon him.
Okay.
Summon him. Bring him here. Where's the mother? I haven't heard anything about anything in years. You know, if there's any kids out there that people are stating in our mind, you know, summon him and rectify that matter. Let's clear all the smoke that's out there. If there is a child out there that is mine, summon him, please. I'm a man that handles his responsibilities.
Okay, so of course, I believe you already saw this. This was the protective order that was placed against him by his baby mama. And this was in 2022. This was in Tulsa County, Oklahoma. And AbaandPreach was the one that brought forth this information. Okay, got to give credit where credit is due. All right. This is the mother of his child. And she sent this to Daphne, Queen of Accountability. She said, hey, I'm the mother of Aaron's son. I'm only reaching out for the purpose to have him served with child support papers. Will you give me his address? This has gone on long enough. I just want this to be over with. He keeps moving, so they can never catch up with him. He was in Albuquerque, New Mexico with his mother. I don't want to go into any backstory because I'm not caring about nothing but making sure my son gets what he deserves. He questions my son, but they look identical and he knows it. He was a month old on the day when Aaron got shot, and a month later after I doctored him, and he moved with his mom to Las Vegas and shortly was in prison for pimping bees and kidnapping a female and drugs. He served those sentences in Arizona and Texas. I was the one who picked him up from prison. Sad to say, I don't want anything to do with him. Reasons I've been quiet or silent, but I hope people protect themselves from him. He's mentally ill and lies so good to make you think he is who he dreams to be in his head. Anywho, like I said, I'm only asking for the purpose of my son. Okay, I told y'all about those charges that I saw. So it was based off of his probation violations. And it went all the way back to Osage County in Oklahoma. Then here's another receipt. I'm not sure who this is from, but it was sent to Daphne again. Hey, hope you continue to wake everyone up. You didn't lie about anything at all. And no one has painted him in a bad light. This is who he actually is, and nothing will change. I know he's located in Phoenix, Arizona. One address is his mom's, and the other is his dad's. Karma is really real. My son is great, and even better that he doesn't have that type of influence in his life. Thank you. So, okay, I'm sorry. That was the mother of his child as well.
This man is going to bring up another incident that happened to a next man to prove his point about a restraining order against Turtle Man. Now, does that sound right to you? Two different stories. Two different stories. You don't know what happened between the baby mama and Turtle Man, but you're gonna bring up a next man's story and prove that as proof that this could be a weird document.
Do you guys remember this video that I did on the channel? Hold on, let me put it up on the screen real quick so we can
moving on.
Have a conversation about
Y'all
it.
go to see. Y'all go to see this nonsense.
Up on the screen. Stop sharing screen.
It's not working because God is like,
Share
don't
screen.
embarrass yourself. That's why it's not working. But you persisted. You persisted.
I'm clicking on videos,
like,
but
right.
nothing is goddamn working.
Yeah, God telling you not to do it. God really telling you not to do it.
Live. Why is this not working?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, let me try to scroll. Oh, this one right here.
I'm not gonna do it.
This video right here.
He did it. He did it.
Now, in this video right here, I went over a man that had evidence to show that. Okay, let me read it right here. I had a kid with this woman too. I had a kid with this woman, and she's been held ever since. Hasn't allowed me to see my son in the past 2 years. Been in court, finally got paternity situated, and now working on getting her served for custody visitation. Last time I went to serve her this past Monday, she turned around and filed a temporary restraining order, lying about everything that happened. What he did do is that luckily he recorded a video. So within this video, and it's funny that this is one of my videos that didn't get over 100,000 views. It's funny how that happens. But
I hate that he points out that his video didn't get over 100,000 views. And says it's funny how that happens, but hey, go check out that video. Like, he just wanted to plug this, and this is not even evidence.
With the mother and the son is calling out.
The emotional tactics
Daddy!
is crazy.
And he's saying, I love you, son. I can't wait to see you, son. It's a heart-wrenching video.
The emotional tactics is crazy. And what does this have to do, another man's incident, have to do with Turtle Man? Nothing. Moving on. Like,
you can't afford me, like just shit like that. When he'd get mad, he'd say the most, but then go and apologize and cry about it.
That means she was spending money on you and you're unhappy because she don't want to spend her money on you no more. What do you mean you can't afford me? That sound like a gold digger. Does that not? That sound like a man with nothing to live for. Does that not? And then you go on to admit that you're staying in her house for free. You had no plan of marrying this woman. You just played her like you were going to. You used her. And it's so weird that you're saying this all for everyone to see on a red pill YouTube channel. You are no different than these ladies out here doing the same shit. But hey, Mediocre Tutorials sees a man. He sees a man that is just like him in many ways. I wonder why.
Something huge, but I cannot access the funds because these females created a fake profile and on Instagram, and they're reporting the GoFundMe, and they're saying that it's for theft or I don't know.
So he said he can't access the funds because, again, the females created fake pages to go report his GoFundMe. Why is he using females again? Because he's on a red pill show. That's the only reason, and they hate women. And he's just trying to pull at emotional heartstrings, just like he pulled at emotional heartstrings to make the GoFundMe.
Listen, bro, and I have the evidence right here that it's currently being held up, and it's actually crazy to think that there's not like concrete evidence of, you know, scamming or anything that was proposed, right? But to be held up. So it is what it is. GoFundMe as an organization, they receive all of those reports. They have to investigate it. But do you want to share like a Cash App or anything like that? Like anything else so we can overstep GoFundMe? And I can put it down in the description. You can say it right now. I can also just send me a text after, and I can put it in the description as well. So it can be more direct towards you as opposed to going through GoFundMe, which is now having everything on lock.
This man goes on after Turtle Man lied in his face a couple times now and promotes his GoFundMe on his channel. This man is a joke, bro. Okay, we're back and it's a little bit darker because it's a little bit later in the day. I had to go pick up my son, but we are up to the part where MTR starts apologizing and starts backtracking his statements previously made on his 5-hour interview. So that's great, but we're going to get into it, and we're just going to listen to this man just try to sweep up the mess that he has created.
There's been an update, a major update, a serious update in the story regarding the PoptheBalloon guy. After I asked him to provide receipts to prove that he lost his job, he got mad at me, and I'm gonna show you that.
Of course he got mad at you. He turns on everybody. I'm telling you, his main thing about his whole character as the Turtle Man is playing victim. He played victim, saying that he lost his job due to these women calling his workplace. We still don't know where that workplace is. He played victim when his ex aired him out, and he lied to you 3 times, probably more than that. He played victim when he got kicked out the club and was like, I don't know why they kicked me out the club, never come here. He's going to continue to play victim, even though all the people he's going after, his ops, are the people who he victimized. And you, sir, are one of them. Congratulations. We can't trust all women, and we cannot trust all men, and I hope you learn your lesson from this. Now, I don't want to end it there. You do another video with somebody else. I don't even know who this man is. I really don't care.
Fire too. I still thought he got fired because he was outright lying.
We did that too because we don't know. We didn't know, right? Because that's what everybody was running with. So I'll give you that. We all got bamboozled on that part.
No, we didn't all get bamboozled. You know who didn't get bamboozled before all this GoFundMe shit happened? The ladies on PoptheBalloon. They used their discernment and saw what this guy was about without even having to do a 5-hour interview with this dude. They already know off top what he was about and was like, nah. That's why those ladies disrespected him, and half of those ladies didn't. There was only 2 that really disrespected him. The lady in the blue and the lady in the red. Okay? And the lady in the red was just laughing. She could have been laughing at anything. She could have been laughing at anything. You know what ladies do? We have a way of looking at people. We don't have to look at you up and down and size you up like this man. We could look into your eyes and look into your soul and really discern what type of man you are. That's the ability that a lot of ladies have because we don't have the muscle. We don't have the skills to run as fast as y'all, fight as hard as y'all. We don't have those skills. So that's what we have to use, our discernment. Ladies have the capability to look at you straight in the face and determine he don't even know himself. He is not a man. This is just a boy in a turtle shell, disguising himself as a masculine man. But those ladies knew what it was. Off rip, they knew what it was. Using their discernment to determine whether this man is a man or not saved them. Moving on.
So here's the thing, bro. So a lot of people are trolling me now because of the 5-hour live stream. When in reality, if I didn't do the 5-hour live stream, he wouldn't have been exposed this early. I'm the first one.
That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. He's been exposed. He's been exposed by the ladies. The ladies couldn't even put their finger on why this man is being this way and why they don't like this man. It was just like, I don't like you. It was it. It was just his whole demeanor. And now y'all seeing the repercussions of trusting this man. The ladies already been knew off rip. Esther even knew. She may have walked out with him off of the stage, but guess what happened behind the scenes? Esther left him. Or as he says, he left her. There was something where she gave her Instagram to some man behind the scenes and something happened. We don't know the truth because this man lies a lot. You are not the first one. You are not the first one to point this out. So don't even say that. Just because you have a big following. RingoTV was the first person to point this out. And y'all saw that in the beginning of this video. That was last week. These videos by Mediocre Tutorials came out this week. RingoTV was the first person that mentioned that this man has a GoFundMe. And he is a fraud. Okay? And then Real Talk with Yanni proceeded to look up his criminal record and notice that he is wanted in like, I think 3 states. So it's either the cops come get him or his ops come get him. Either way, he gone. He gone. The PoptheBalloon show needs to do their research on the people that they put on this show. How didn't y'all know he is wanted? How didn't y'all know he was a felon who was on probation and wanted? How didn't y'all know he has fucking... Y'all put those ladies in harm's way, and I'm glad those ladies used their discernment and they were smart enough to look at this man and be like, this is not the man I want. Y'all need to do better. Y'all just giving anybody a platform. Y'all would have put those ladies in harm's way. And I hope whoever donated to his GoFundMe gets their money back. And I sure as hell hope y'all did not cash app him any money. Dummies.